From violence in eastern Ukraine to the ongoing civil war in Syria, there's no shortage of foreign policy challenges for the Obama administration. No shortage either of Republican critics clamoring for a tougher approach, including Senator Kelly Ayotte of New Hampshire.
And so I'm disappointed in the administration's tepid response that we've seen. I think it's time to issue the tougher economic sanctions on sectors of the Russian economy.
President Obama defended his foreign policy approach during his recent visit to Asia.
Why is it that everybody's so eager to use military force after we've just gone through a decade of war at enormous costs to our troops and to our budget?
On that, the public generally agrees, says Democratic pollster Celinda Lake.
And Americans are just so tired of being involved abroad. There's just real fatigue about it.
But in the face of Russian aggression, Lake says many Americans want a tougher response.
There are a lot of Americans that like a more muscular foreign policy, particularly when you're facing the Soviet Union or former Soviet Union, particularly when you're facing a bully like Putin.
The president's low poll ratings spell trouble for Democrats in this year's congressional election, says analyst John Sides.
For better or for worse, the president is the party's leader, and as he sinks or swims, so goes the party. The Democrats would be in a much better position if Obama were having kind of an increase in his second-term approval that would match something like Bill Clinton's.
And that means some Democrats will distance themselves from the president in hopes of keeping their seats in November. Mr. Obama made light of the issue at the recent White House Correspondent dinner.
Folks are saying that with my sagging poll numbers, my fellow Democrats don't really want me campaigning with them. And I don't think that's true, although I did notice the other day that Sasha needed a speaker at Career Day and she invited Bill Clinton.
Exactly.
Democrats may be more inclined to invite former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton to campaign on their behalf this year, and that could pay dividends for Clinton if she decides to run for president in 2016. Jim Malone, VOA News, Washington.
Are there that many? Well, I'm just trying to think of, the G-rated ones. No, I